Good morning, YouTube. It is early in the morning and my husband's out of town, so it is Murphy's Law that usually my kids either are up all night or get up early or whatever, and this was no exception. So I'm drinking my water, and I have read that like when you're tired, it's even more important to stay hydrated. So I am, and like, not looking to coffee, I am looking to water. So I'm having my water, but I thought it would be a good day to film what my kids are eating because I haven't done that for a while. For a while I thought that really wasn't Brightline, but I have since realized that that is really, it's really part of the Brightline journey, because I look at it as I've always wanted my kids to eat healthy, but I've never been able to achieve it. And the reason being, you know that saying, well, it's not a saying, but you know, when you're on an airplane and they'll say, you know, if something happens and the oxygen masks come down, put yours on first because you don't want to pass out while you're trying, because then you can't help your kids at all. So you want to put yours on first so then you can help your kids. Well, I kind of view this like that. I needed to get my own eating habits under control. I needed to understand what true healthy eating was before I could help my kids. So because my kids have been on kind of a Brightline journey too, just in a different way, I thought I would film their food and see how it's changed. I really wish that I had been filming their food before, so you could truly see the before and after. It's still a journey, we're still getting there, but it's definitely, I definitely see health improvements, weight improvements, food thought improvements. So anyway, I thought I would film what my kids are eating for today. This morning I have set out a big plate of it's actually frozen organic fruit. It's interesting because I didn't used to think investing in organic was that important, and partly it was because my kids didn't eat that much fruit and veggies, but now that I realize what a huge portion of their diet it is, I find it very important to get organic whenever possible. So this is a big bag of frozen fruit from Costco. It's organic and they really like it, and I don't like the fact that it's kind of more expensive than fresh fruit, but I do like the fact that I can just have it in the freezer. So when we're running low on fresh fruit, like today is Sprouts sale day, so we can go stock up again. But when we're running low, we can always have this. So next I'm getting ready to make my kids some juice, and this is just, we try to have juice every morning. I know that there are mixed reviews on juice. My trick is, in my handy dandy juicer, is to run the juice pulp through 3 times. So after it goes through and it goes into the little pulp bin at the end, I run it through 3 times to make sure that, and it kind of makes it thick and a lot of the actual pulp comes through. And so then you have pulp, so then you have some of the fiber with it, so it's not just sugar hitting the bloodstream. This is really, like, the pros outweigh the cons on this because it's a great way to get vegetables into my kids first thing in the day, and also it helps. It's amazing how much crud, even trying to eat healthy, it's amazing how much crud can make its way to them in the day. So this is a great way to do it. So I'm going to juice this, and in it I have several, it's the bottom is a bunch of carrots, and then I have organic carrots, organic kale, and several apples, and then I have a couple of clementines, and I'm actually going to juice one without the peel and one with the peel, because the white pithy part of the peel and inside is so it is said that orange zest and lemon zest actually fights a lot of disease. So I try to include that now, and I do think there are actually scientific studies on it, because I want to say I saw it on nutritionfacts.org, and that is all science-based and scientific study-based. So I'm going to make them some juice, and that's that. So the juicer's just now shutting down. This is my first bowl of pulp that I'm going to run through, and it almost comes out like a paste into the juice, but the juicing is really good, especially for my kids. I have one, my third son, that is really, he wants to be healthy, he wants to be vegan, he is not a fan of vegetables. This is a great way to kind of start getting him there. So I have the pulp and I roll it up into like a little ball so it's like a fruit. And then I turn the juicer on low, so which is for softer fruits. And I'm gonna put it through here and you'll just see, it doesn't bring out a whole lot of juice, but I run it through a couple times. So it, you kind of start to get a little paste. And that has a lot of fiber in it, and my kids still really like to drink it. There's their juice, and it's all ready, and not to be forgotten, little Miss Kendra Jade has a bottle of juice as well. And I have straws in them because carrot juice leaves a serious stain. Carrots are so orange. When they drink them and they get a mustache, it takes like 24 hours to get the mustache off. After their juice and their big bowl of fruit, they are having a what we call a banana sundae, and it is bananas with some like slightly heated almond butter, just so it will drizzled over it, and then also it has some it has pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds and pistachios on it. And sometimes I put a little bit of chocolate chip on there. And also for my youngest boy, I will also drizzle some raw honey that we get locally. Not because, yes, I am aware it's not vegan, but he has really horrible allergies, and we have done a lot of alternative treatments, and we've done a lot of like just regular medications, and we've done a lot of shots, and nothing has worked. And the thing that we have found to be most effective for him to at least get some relief and some, what it seems to be some buildup, is the raw local honey, and that seems to make a difference. So we do still use that for him. And some, I don't know if I mentioned, sometimes I sprinkle chocolate chips on this, but it's a great breakfast. They really like it. Okay, so for lunch today, my kids are having a veggie burger on a sesame seed bun. My oldest son actually put this together, and he has actually quite a, he's actually very good with cooking and stuff. And so there's a veggie burger, and there's lettuce, and it's like the nice dark green lettuce, and he's also got some purple lettuce on there. And what you can't see beneath there is some sauerkraut. So it's a sauerkraut burger, so they can get those good probiotics. And then we have some chips and some carrots, and that is what they're having for lunch today. Oh, and as a side note, there's lots of mustard on there. Not all of my kids like mustard, but mustard is made up of turmeric, so it's actually a pretty healthy condiment. Today, my kids are having, this is what we're having for dinner. They are having for dinner. I'm not having this for dinner. They're having a juice. I don't usually rely this heavily on juice to get their vegetables in them, but my husband is out of town, and I had a very long dental appointment today, which, oh my goodness, it's just a long story. And so we're a little bit behind. So they are having the vegetable juice. The one is, I made this jar this morning, and then my wonderful son, my oldest son, actually made these fries. He made them from fresh potatoes, and I thought he was going to make curly fries, but I guess he actually cut them. And then he made some chili to go on top of them. And today, on my way home from my dental appointment, since I left everyone here, I said, oh, I'll be back in an hour, and I was gone for 3 hours. I stopped at Whole Foods and picked up some vegan donuts, and they look really super delicious. I'm told that they are better than regular donuts just because they don't have chemicals in them, but it's a good thing my kids don't eat donuts all the time, because these donuts basically turn out to be $2 each. So they're from the Posh Bakery at Whole Foods, and I will let you know how they are. I should clarify that I personally won't let you know how they are, because I will not be eating them, but I will let you know how my children feel about them. The other thing is, I've been looking for some vegan donuts, because in the past we've had donuts and stuff on some holidays, and I would like to have an option for that.